Alright, sports fans, we're coming into playoff season here, and we're going to show you how to make some really cool munchies for football games, for the Super Bowl, and today's going to be the playoffs. So one of the things that I'm going to show you how to make, first of all, is my part of the equation today, is chicken wings. And you know there are probably about a million different ways of making buffalo wings. Well, today I'm going to show you 3. However, if you want even more recipes for sauces, go to our mancavemunchies.com website and scroll down about 3 or 4 inches and fill out the little form that you send us our email address. We'll send you not only the recipes in this and our previous episodes, but I'll also send you an additional 10, count them 10, really cool wing sauces. Okay, so the sauces we'll do in a few minutes, but the basics are simply this. The first thing that I like to do is I like to brine my wings. So we have to actually make the brine. Now brine normally means salt, but I'm going to use something even better than salt. We're going to use some more brewskis. Remember how we did the brews last week? Well, we're going to do them again this week. So the first thing you do is you open up and you just pour out. Probably you're going to need 2 if you're going to do a whole flat. So we're going to do 2 bottles of beer. Alright. Just pour them right into the pot. Don't have to do anything special with them. Alright, then we're going to add to that a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then last but not least, what we're going to do, instead of using salt, what I'm going to add is I'm actually going to add the juice of a 1/2 of a lime. Because of the fact that we have the lime juice in there, it's going to help to dissolve the sugar. Plus we're going to cook it actually in the brine. We're going to parboil a little bit, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to proceed to rinse and then cut up all of my chicken wings. So it's very simple to do that. You just find a little fleshy part and you pull off the little end here. And by the way, I save these and use them to make soup, but that's a whole nother ball game. And then you find the area where they come apart and you just simply drop them in the broth. And we're going to do this with our entire setup, so give me about 3 minutes and I'll show you how it looks. Alright guys, I just finished cutting up all these chicken wings here, so if you'll take a look in the pot, this is what you got. Alright, it's full enough that it covers the chicken wings. And what we're going to do is we're going to marinate those. I mean, you can marinate those for up to a day in advance, but today we're going to do it for the minimum, which is at least an hour. And the beauty of this is because we didn't put like a ton of salt in there. In fact, I didn't put any salt at all in there yet. What we're going to be able to do is actually parboil the chicken in the beer. So stay tuned and we'll come back for the second step of this. We had our chicken wings brining in beer and lime juice, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to parboil them. So a lot of people would just dump this out, but you know, water has no flavor, so I'd rather just do it in the beer. So what we're going to do is just crank this puppy up, and we're going to let it come up to a bubble, and as soon as it starts to bubble, you're going to take it off the fire. You're just going to leave it sit here for 10 minutes. Then we're going to dump them out. I'm going to show you how to do the buffalo wings without having to fry them. Okay, now if you're, you know, where we are in Florida, you can actually do them on the barbecue, but for most people this time of the year, barbecuing isn't an option, you know, when you're up there in Buffalo and the snow's about up to there. So I'm going to show you another way to do them, which is easy and doesn't make a mess, which is called baking. So we'll be right back. We have brined these for exactly 10 minutes. They're just nice and parboiled. We don't want to kill them. And we're just going to carefully dump these in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move them from there onto our cookie sheet, which is right there. I'll give it a little spray of non-stick. Alright, and then we're just going to put these on the rack. Bombs away. And set your timer for 20 minutes. Since we're going to be doing the baked buffalo wings, what we can also do is we can make sweet potato fries in the same oven. And it's very simple. You just take your potato and you just cut it into rounds. And then what I normally do is I will take the rounds, and the bigger rounds I'll cut in half, and the smaller rounds I'll leave them on their own. And then once you get the rounds done, you just throw them in the bowl. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. We're going to toss them with some olive oil. And then we're just going to sprinkle some salt and some cumin on. So there you go. There's your bowl. And you know, I don't do any real measuring here. I'm just basically going to Pour a little olive oil in there, and I'm just gonna give it a little pinch of salt, a little shot of cumin, and I'm just gonna mix them up by hand. And then I'm just going to put them on our cookie sheet. And since we have the olive oil already on them, we don't even need to spray the sheet. So we're going to go over to the cookie sheet and take care of that, and we'll get those in the oven with the buffalo wings. We got our rack all set up, and now all we're going to do is we're going to pop these into the oven with our wings. We just flipped over our wings at 20 minutes. Now we're going to pop them back in the oven for another 20, and by the time they're done, our sweet potato fries will be done as well. You might want to turn those over at about the 10-minute mark as well, and then we're going to work on our sauces next. We've prepared our 3 sauces for today. We're going to do the classic buffalo sauce, which you see right here. We've also got the bourbon sauce right there, and the last one is our lime Dijon sauce. All the recipes can be gotten by going on to our website, mancavemunchies.com, and filling in the little form. We'll send them to you via email. And we also have the chicken wings. As soon as the wings are done, all we're going to do is we're just going to break them up into 3 segments, and we're going to toss them with the sauces. We're going to serve those with our sweet potato fries. So we're going to be back to you in about another 10 minutes because they're just about done. This is a lot of work here, folks. Okay, all right, now. And this is our last batch. And I'm not even going to tell everybody what these are. Once they put them in their mouth, they will figure it out very quickly. And then we're going to take out our sweet potato fries, and we are good to go. Start the munching.
Oh my God.
These are the best.
These are delicious.
Oh my God.
And they haven't even tried the fries yet.